Hey everyone, Humphrey here with Router Gods. Just made it into Thailand, and let's talk about the Pelican case of Doom. So this is a modified Pelican 1510, which is a roll-on, carry-on sized Pelican case, and I pop all of my YouTube and live streaming gear in this. So this is coming off of DSLR Shooter's Pelican case kit and video, so I'll put a link in the description below, and I've done some special modifications here, and I'll show you what I learned in doing this project and some tips and tricks and what not to do. All right, so along the top, the Pelican 1510 case is really nice because it's got several screw holes, and what you could do is get the 10.6 inch double flash bracket, and I got 3 of them, and you use normal M4 10mm screws to pop these in. So that's super easy and it fits just right. In the middle is where I put my camera. Now I'm going to show you this in travel mode, and then I'm going to show you this with everything already attached in filming mode. So in the center, I've got all of these attachments to put in magic arms. So I've got several of those on both sides. Generally what I would be doing is I would be putting the lights here, maybe lights here. I've got my audio, my Rode wireless here. And then here I would put in my monitor to look at my levels and luminance and colors and all that great stuff. This is a simple, what do you want to call it? A twist mount. And then that's where I put in an L bracket with a knockoff Edelkrone. This isn't really Edelkrone, but it's a staircase, a staircase mount. Along here, this is where I have my big light mounted. It's the Viltrox LED light. It's currently what I'm using to film. I'm gonna go over here to the side, that way you can see it. It's this guy right here that I'm using to give an insane amount of light to. When you're plucking out the foam, so you're gonna get the Pelican case with the pluck foam. It's in these little squares. So you got to keep in mind that along the sides it's one big piece. So right here. So you can't pluck this out. It starts about 1 square in. Also keep in mind that when you get to the corners on the bottom, so there and there, you're going to have a little hump coming up. And I kind of messed up because you can see I plucked the foam there. But when I put the light in, the wheel hump made it pop up a bit. So I had to go a couple squares this way and just, kind of messed up there. So there's my light. There's my Canon M200 camera with the stock lens. There's the L bracket with the staircase mount. This is my GoPro Hero 9 with the mod lens. Mod lens is freaking awesome. And then over here is the Ninja Atomos monitor. Here is the chargers for the different batteries. So chargers for the Canon M2 batteries and chargers for the GoPro batteries, because whenever you get a GoPro, you're going to need to get multiple batteries. And then in these 2 slots is where I pop in the batteries. Over here I've got my 20,000 milliamp hour USB power bank, LC 5 terabyte hard drive, LED light, and another LED light. Don't worry if you mess up doing the foam. I know that's a big concern for a lot of people, but if you do mess up on the foam, with the Pelican case you do get 2 sets of foam. So what some people do, there's many YouTube videos on how to plan out the foam. Some people will put in the equipment and put toothpicks around to kind of gauge where everything goes, and that's completely fine. Also, another tip that someone uses is they will spray it with the Flex Seal, that black plastic stuff, after everything's done, because after a while these things will start to loosen, and spraying the sealant will fix everything. All right, so that's it in travel mode. Let's go into work mode. Okay, this is how it looks when everything is deployed. I put the Rode mics, I just clip them onto the side there. Obviously I would take 1 or 2 of the transmitters and put them on my lapel, and then leave the receiver there. I would be plugging in a audio cable either into the camera if I'm recording directly into the camera for audio, or into the Ninja Atomos if I'm using the SSD in there. I've got the magic arm connected to the whatever coupler connector you call that, and one of my LED lights into the upper right. So I'm kind of pointed downwards at approximately a 30-degree angle, kind of at my 2 o'clock. The Canon M200 is there. I flip up the screen usually, and then the staircase mount is deployed. And depending on the height, this part here can angle up or down to get the correct angle. And depending on how much light I need, I might plug in my remaining LED lights over here on the left-hand side. Also, what I can do is I can use the big mega light, the Viltrox that I'm filming with, and I have the suction cup mount with a tripod connector, and then I just simply stick it on the back of the Pelican case. It's plastic, and then the light would go over and it would be right around here. So pretty easy to deploy. It takes about 3 minutes to connect everything together and screw everything, turn everything on, but I think that's pretty fast, and this does make it extremely portable and efficient. Thank you, DSLR Shooter, for giving me the basic plans on this. I've done a little bit extra, but yeah, couldn't have done it without you. Thanks.